So this is some current issues. Shelby touched on it earlier about the health and wealth balance of firefighters. I think as an agency, we're becoming better at having a discussion. This stress continuum model was shown to me last year while I was in South Canyon. But it's based on what they call stress first aid, and so we'll never. Anyways, stress first aid, what it is, it's just a flexible set of tools used to care for stress reactions in firefighters and rescue personnel. There is an hour-long training. The link is located on the slide. It's at fireherolearningnetwork.com. You have to register to get access to that site, but it's pretty quick, it's short, but it's an hour-long video that goes over stress first aid, and I would highly recommend it for any new people or people who have been in for 20 plus years to watch that video, and having that discussion with your modules after this, because you could definitely spend an hour, 2 hours just talking about stress first aid. But so I'm just gonna do a quick overview of it. It's gonna be short and sweet. So the first thing is the green. You're ready to go, and this is, definition is your optimal functioning, your adaptive growth, and your wellness. Features: you're at your best, you're well trained and prepared, in control, physically, mentally, and spiritually fit, mission focused, calm and steady, having fun, and behaving ethically. So you're basically, this is where you're 100% mentally well. And the next one is reacting. And so you guys know, everyone on an everyday basis is transferring from the green to the yellow back to the green. You're always changing. This isn't a fixed system. And there's times you'll end up transferring into the orange and the red. So the reacting piece of it is you're mild and transient, distressed and impaired. Always goes away. It's low risk. Features: feeling irritable, anxious, or down, loss of motivation, loss of focus, difficulty sleeping, muscle tension or physical changes, not having fun. And the causes could be any stressor. I think a big stressor right now for a lot of us is unknowing what's going to happen this summer, especially with this COVID thing, people teleworking from home, and stuff. So I'm sure most of us right now are transferring from the green to the yellow back to the green. And the stuff that we need to watch out for with each other is when we start seeing our peers or seeing ourselves move into the injured or the ill. And I'm just going to go over with the injured definition. It's more severe and persistent distress or impairment. It leaves a scar. It's higher risk. Features: loss of control, panic, rage, depression, no longer feeling like normal self, excessive guilt, shame, or blame. And the causes could be a life threat, a loss, a moral injury, or wear and tear. And I think the wear and tear is a big one for us, because I've done it myself, where I've seen so many people never turn down a role. It's always, yes, I'm ready to go. And they'll do two or three roles back to back. So it's something that us as firefighters need to be aware of, and actually truly look at yourself and be like, am I ready for this? Am I physically and mentally fit to be able to go on that next role? The ill, this is the red area. This is clinical or clinical mental disorder. Unhealed stress injury causing life impairment. Features: symptoms persistent and worsen over time, severe distress or social or occupational impairment. Types in this could be PTSD, depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. So, like I said, the training goes more into it. I just want to break it down into what I was told as simple as LCES. We use that on a fire line on a daily basis. We use it every single day when we're out on fires. But this is something that we could use at home or at work or anywhere. And it's simple as, number one is lookout. You look out for each other, you look out for yourself. It might take time where you just look at yourself in the mirror for 10 minutes in the morning and be like, where am I at today? C would communication with your peers and communicate with yourself. Find somebody, if it's even outside the organization or within the organization, that you can go talk to. You have to have that person that you can go talk to. And, if you guys don't have that person, I'm here. You guys all have my phone number. Give me a call. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So communicate. Number 3, escape route. Is finding that escape route. When you find yourself going from the green to the yellow to maybe the orange or the red, finding that escape so you can go back to the green. And that's simple as, for me, it's counting to 50 and taking a deep breath. Others I've heard, they've done mantras, and they'll say the mantra over and over in the head. It's something that's quick that gets you back into the present. And safety zone. Safety zone is a place that you go to where you don't, the safety zone is where you go to where everything around you, everything that's going on in your day or your current issues, you forget about them. And for me, it's horseback riding. I'm horseback riding and I don't care about nothing. Or it's listening to music. Other people, it could be simple as doing woodworking or reading a book, or maybe just hanging out with your family. Maybe that is your safety zone. So finding that work-life balance in your life, and keeping an eye on your coworkers. That's the biggest thing here. We work with each other long enough to start seeing changes, and I just want to go over some quick things. We have the employee assistant program through the Forest Service. You can do counseling and stuff like that. You can reach out to them. There's also the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. They offer help as well. And then they call it the Wildland Firefighter Guardian Institute. And if you guys want these websites, I can send them out. But they also help firefighters with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and any of that stuff, if you guys need to reach out and get help. So, is there any questions or concerns, I guess? Or does anybody want to add anything? Sorry.
I just want to make a couple comments, Courtney, and I just want to, make sure that people understand the importance of what Courtney is talking about. We, as a profession, currently, it's hard to track, but some of the numbers that I've seen come out of the Washington office and out of Boise indicate that we have a suicide rate upwards of 10 times 10 times more than the public as a whole, which to me says something. As a profession, we've had a lot of years of essentially saying, rub some dirt on it, grab a beer, forget about it, and go out and do it the next day. That cumulative exposure to this type of stressors, it builds on you, and whether you acknowledge it or not, PTSD is part of all of us that have seen these things and continue to see these things. So take what Courtney is saying to heart and seek that professional help if you need to. There's also something else that Courtney didn't mention. It's called the Purple Ribbon Campaign. That provides firefighters different resources to reach out to, and some of those resources include just firefighters who are willing to take a telephone call and listen to what you're having to say. So the agency, as well as the other federal agencies, are really working hard here recently to put together some initiatives to get people help and to make sure that people are understanding that they don't need to take role after role after role after role. It's no longer necessarily a badge of honor to say, oh, I did 1,000 hours or I did 1,200 hours. Financially it might be something else, but they're really trying to push to make sure that people understand this work-life balance, and people are able to weather long stretches when we really do get busy, because as you guys have heard and as you guys are aware, it's no longer a 5 or 6 or 7 month season. It's 12 months. So we truly need to be mentally and physically ready to respond at pretty much any time of the year. I know a couple of years ago we had resources out over Christmas, and I've been out numerous times over Thanksgiving. So you know, having kids, having a family, that adds an additional stressor on me. So I really like Courtney's usage of LCES for this as well. I think that's something that all of us can understand, and you know, even when you're really stressed out, you can think of that and you know, like you said, go to your safety zone. So outstanding job, Courtney. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Corey. Yeah, it's, you know, I used to be the person that sat in the background and said this wasn't for me. But truly within the last year, I realized it was. And I want most of you guys to take that to heart. I know there's probably some people sitting there right now saying this isn't for me, I'm good to go. But like Corey said, it's the accumulative. It's the very small stuff that adds up to the very big stuff. So if you don't take care of that small stuff, it will become a big issue. So, yeah, with that, I am done. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And like I said, reach out to me if you guys have to. So.
Thanks a lot, Courtney. I really appreciate that. A lot of good content there. Glad that came at the end of the day. I think that really puts a nice note on the end of the day. And I did take that 1 hour training session and thought it was just really fantastic. And you know, something that you hedged at is also that comparison between, you know, someone that's a rookie and someone that's been around, which I think is really important for us when, you know, we come in and out of fire season, whether we're using primary fire or folks that are in the militia. It's all going to vary. You know, something that might be a yellow reaction for me might be, you know, an orange reaction for someone else, and I just think it's inherent of us to, you know, like you've mentioned, keep an eye on each other and help each other out, because it's, you know, it's there, it's common, and it happens a lot. And if you don't take the advantage of some of the opportunities or speak up, then you're definitely missing the boat, because this is definitely a great avenue that helps. So thanks again, Courtney.